Pow! Welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Today we have our very first figure in this brand new X-Men Marvel Legends wave. It is the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave, and in front of me, obviously we have Wolverine, or Old Man Logan, as he obviously is, but on the packaging it says Wolverine. Now he comes very bare with no accessories, just the figure itself, no interchangeable hands or anything like that, which is a little bit disappointing, but we'll get into that when we open it up. Anyway, here's the box, and there's in the front some side art of Old Man Logan there, looking pretty vicious to be fair. Then in the back we get a picture of the figure, a little read up, and then obviously as always we get a list of all the figures in this wave we need to complete the Warlock Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Logan, or Wolverine, and he doesn't come with any Build-A-Figure parts. So to be fair, if you didn't want this figure, you could skip it and you could still build the Warlock Build-A-Figure. But let's open him up, see what we got. So here's Wolverine straight out of the box, and as I mentioned before, we get no Build-A-Figure parts or accessories, which is always very frustrating, because if they're not going to give you a Build-A-Figure part, then at least give us some interchangeable parts for the figure, especially when it's Wolverine and we need some sort of unretract clawed hands or an interchangeable head with a different expression. So that's a bit frustrating. Always frustrates me as well out of packaging that these Wolverine figures, the claws are like, they've always warped. So I'm sure we can sort them out with a bit of hot water or heat, but I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but they need straightening out clearly, which I'm sure you can do. And that's on both hands as well. Like again, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it sort of needs sorting out. I like the scale of the figure. He does scale up with Wolverine, and he does scale well with the Wolverine from the last wave, which I'll show you in a comparison in a minute. I do like his casual look. He doesn't look exactly like he does in the Old Man Logan comic books, but again, on the box, it doesn't tell us this is Old Man Logan, so I guess they can do what they want. I wish we had an interchangeable head. He's very wrinkly. I know he's an old man, but he sort of looks like a Planet of the Apes style Caesar mashed with Wolverine is the only way I can explain it, which is a little bit weird. A lot of people have been customizing this jacket and putting it on the new Cyclops figure to give that Cyclops a more comic accurate sort of casual look, I suppose, but I'm not going to try cracking this figure open. But I do like the figure. I just wish it come with some interchangeable parts. I need to obviously sort out those claws. But other than that, if you want an Old Man Logan style figure, then this is for you. So let me sort of answer the question of who is he, and give you a little bit of information about why Wolverine's looking very old and who is Old Man Logan. So this is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I give you a little bit of information on the character that this figure is inspired by. So, why is Wolverine looking so old? Well, that's because it's inspired by the character Old Man Logan, who first appeared in Fantastic Four 558 back in August 2008, before going on to get his own mini-series called Old Man Logan. Now, this series takes place in an alternative Marvel timeline way in the future, where basically Wolverine got tricked into killing all of the X-Men via an illusion by Mysterio. Sickened with grief, he gave up the Wolverine mantle, swore never to use his blades again, even tried to commit suicide, and basically for the next 50 years he went and lived in the desert as a farmer called Logan. Long story short, after a small adventure with a blind Hawkeye, Logan returned to find his new family murdered by the Hulk gang. This was the moment Logan finally unleashed his claws again. Due to his popularity in the all-new, all-different Marvel reboot, this version of Wolverine got pulled into Marvel's 616 universe, where he joined the X-Men. Old Man Logan was also a heavy influence for Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine in the brand new movie Logan. So there you go, I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information on the character that these figures are inspired by. And here is Old Man Logan next to his younger self in his comic accurate costume, and obviously the Wolverine. Now obviously they're not the same mold, but they are very much the same scale. Maybe this one's a tiny bit taller because of the hair, or this one's taller because of the ears. Either way, they're pretty good scaled with each other. I wish I had unmasked younger Wolverine head, so I could pop that off and put it on here, because there's nothing on the body that makes it look like an older guy apart from the grey hair. So if I had an unmasked Wolverine head, I could put it on this and have a younger Wolverine in his more casual outfit, like he did many times in the animated series. But yeah, they scale pretty well together. Just wish we had more interchangeable parts. Here we have Old Man Logan compared to Deadpool. I just want to show you because Deadpool's sort of a standard height for a Marvel Legends figure. And as you can see, Wolverine does stand a little bit shorter. And they are both owned by Fox Studios, so why not? And here's Wolverine compared to the Thanos Wave Hulk. Obviously, this is the MCU version Hulk. But I looked through my box to try and find some figures that related to the Old Man Logan storyline. But I no longer have the Spider-Girl Ashley Barton. And I don't really have a comic version of Hawkeye. So this was the best I could do. But I suppose if you do have those characters, you could build a shelf that sort of related to the Old Man Logan storyline. I wish we had a new Kingpin. So fingers crossed we get a new Kingpin very soon. But yeah, these two scale really well to each other as well. So there he is, Old Man Logan, aka Wolverine. I do like this figure. It is nice to have this sort of variant in your X-Men Wolverine collection. I just wish we had more interchangeable parts, which I keep mentioning. But I'm going to shut up now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, I'm going to review the rest of the figures in this wave, so stay tuned for them. But until then, my name's been Dan W. I'll see you on the next one.